Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Stafford going to throw from the outset. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here, coming off his pick six. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Now Stafford. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a bit of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 37. It's a gain of 11 and the Falcons pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll take this down to the 33.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. Third and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mariota being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ernest Jones, the linebacker, with a sack. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away.
Fair catch, gain of the 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down at Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 more yards there and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
27-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Troy Anderson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Arnold Ebiketie brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 49-yard.
Gay's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, Patterson. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Patterson running between the tackles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throw caught here by Bird. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Slot man moves right. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Rams 3. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good.